Every brushstroke of history carries a secret. The colors on ancient walls and royal robes weren't just decoration. Some could kill, others could last forever, and a few still remain a mystery today. Let's unmask the forgotten pigments that changed the course of art and science. Imagine a world devoid of vibrant colors, where art appears lifeless. In a world without color, fashion loses its appeal and becomes dull. Even memories appear lifeless in a world without vibrant colors. Every hue possesses a hidden history, a tale inscribed in stone. Every hue possesses a hidden history, a tale inscribed in blood. Every hue possesses a hidden history, a tale inscribed in fire. Color pigments originate from diverse sources, including rare minerals, hazardous toxins, and exotic plants. The colors that shaped kingdoms weren't just paint, they were power, poison, and, sometimes, prophecy. The creation of color involves a journey from raw materials to the hands of skilled artisans. Historically, artisans faced significant risks to obtain and process materials for creating brilliant colors. Each brushstroke represents the culmination of a complex process involving resource acquisition, material transformation, and artistic skill. Ultramarine pigment is derived from lapis lazuli, a rare mineral mined primarily in Afghanistan. Historically, ultramarine was more valuable than gold due to its rarity and the difficulty of its extraction and processing. Artists reserved ultramarine for depicting sacred subjects, such as the robes of the Virgin Mary. Ultramarine was also used to depict visions of paradise and other celestial scenes in religious artwork. In the 19th century, arsenic greens were used to brighten various household and fashion items. Arsenic greens were commonly incorporated into wallpaper, dresses, and even children's toys. These pigments contained arsenic, slowly poisoning homes and posing a silent threat to inhabitants. The use of arsenic greens transformed beauty into a source of slow, insidious poisoning. Arsenic-based pigments presented a hidden danger, turning everyday beauty into a silent killer. Egyptian blue was the first synthetic pigment, created approximately 5,000 years ago. The pigment was produced by heating a mixture of sand, copper, and lime. Egyptian blue retains its vibrant color even when exposed to ultraviolet light. The pigment stability is due to its unique chemical composition and crystalline structure. Egyptian blue was widely used in ancient Egyptian art, architecture, and decorative objects. During the Renaissance, ultramarine's cost was so high that artists specified its use in contracts. The extreme cost of ultramarine made wasting it unthinkable for Renaissance artists. Wearing ultramarine-colored clothing during the Renaissance symbolized divine grace. Ultramarine, derived from lapis lazuli, was more expensive than gold during the Renaissance. Purple historically became associated with royalty and power. Tyrian purple was derived from the glands of tiny sea snails. The rarity of Tyrian purple, requiring thousands of snails for a single ounce, symbolized wealth. In ancient Rome, Tyrian purple symbolized empire and control. The color purple's association with power stems from its historical cost and exclusivity. Dragon's blood is a resin characterized by its intense red color. This resin was highly valued for its dramatic visual effect in paintings. Painters believed dragon's blood possessed mystical powers. The resin was thought to infuse artworks with passion and danger. Dragon's blood was a key component for creating striking visual narratives. The high cost of ultramarine pigment made it inaccessible to many artists. Due to its expense, artists often used cheaper substitutes like azurite. Azurite served as a pale imitation of the true, rich blue of ultramarine. The limited availability and high price of ultramarine impacted artistic choices and color palettes. Prussian blue was accidentally created in 1704 by a German alchemist while attempting to synthesize red dye. The unexpected discovery of Prussian blue revolutionized art and dyeing techniques. Prussian blue's use quickly spread across various mediums, including maps, fabrics, and Japanese prints. The pigment's unique properties and ease of production contributed to its widespread adoption. Many pigments used historically have demonstrated a tendency to fade over time. Frescoes at Pompeii, originally colored with vibrant cinnabar red, have degraded and turned black. Manuscripts once radiant with yellow orpiment now appear as faded ghosts of their former selves. The degradation of pigments leads to a significant loss of historical and artistic information. Environmental factors and chemical instability contribute to the fading of these pigments. Modern science is enabling the rediscovery and recreation of lost colors through advanced chemical analysis. Chemists analyze pigments at a molecular level to understand their composition and properties. Spectrometers are used to reveal the unique fingerprint of ultramarine, allowing for its accurate reproduction. The revival of lost colors like ultramarine brings back their brilliance and historical significance. Conservators restore historical artifacts using meticulous techniques. Fine brushes are used to revive lost colors and details on aged artworks. Scientific knowledge guides the conservation process, ensuring accuracy and preservation. Reverence for the past is integral to the ethical restoration of cultural heritage. The goal of conservation is to bring historical objects back to life while preserving their authenticity. Ancient art is being digitally reborn through resurrected pigments. Historians reconstruct the original appearance of statues, frescoes, and manuscripts using these pigments. Digital restoration allows modern viewers to see ancient art as it was originally intended. Resurrected pigments provide insights into the original artistic vision and cultural context. Forgotten pigments from history continue to exert influence in modern applications. Tyrian purple, once a symbol of royalty, now appears in luxury branding and high-end design. Egyptian blue, an ancient synthetic pigment, inspires advancements in nanotechnology and material science. The chemical composition and unique properties of historical pigments drive innovation in contemporary technology. The art world now faces the challenge of respecting historical practices while avoiding past harmful methods. Arsenic-based pigments, once prized for their vibrant greens, are now banned due to their toxicity. The extraction of lapis lazuli, a source of vivid blue, is under ethical scrutiny due to mining practices. Contemporary artists and scientists are collaborating to achieve aesthetic beauty without compromising safety or ethics. Modern pigment creation focuses on sustainable sourcing and non-toxic production methods. The pursuit of beauty in art should not come at the expense of human health or environmental well-being. Ultramarine's legacy extends from sacred robes to digital pixels, symbolizing enduring human values. The color ultramarine represents memory, belief, and human longing across different eras. Ultramarine's essence is crystallized in blue, embodying both historical significance and modern expression. The enduring appeal of ultramarine lies in its capacity to evoke profound emotional and spiritual connections. From ancient artifacts to contemporary art, ultramarine's presence signifies a timeless connection to human creativity and spirituality. This documentary explores the alchemy of forgotten pigments for education and cultural appreciation. The colors of the past continue to shape our present and future. Rediscovering forgotten pigments enhances our understanding of art history and cultural heritage. Further research into historical pigments may reveal new applications in art, science, and technology. Pigments are finely ground, insoluble particles that impart color by selectively reflecting or absorbing light. The chemical composition of a pigment directly determines its color properties. Pigment stability is also governed by its chemical composition, influencing its resistance to degradation from light, heat, or chemical exposure. Pigments' ability to selectively absorb and reflect light enables their use in various applications, including paints, inks, and plastics. Many traditional pigments are derived from natural sources. Minerals such as ochre and umber are common sources of natural pigments. Plants like indigo and madder provide vibrant natural dyes. Certain animals, such as cochineal and the murex snail, are sources of valuable pigments like carmine and Tyrian purple. Synthetic pigments revolutionized color production in the 18th and 19th centuries. Synthetic pigments offered a greater color range compared to natural sources. Synthetic pigments provided enhanced stability compared to natural pigments. Synthetic pigments were more affordable, making color more accessible. Pigment manufacturing encompasses a range of processes to create high-quality colorants. Mining is the initial stage in pigment production, extracting raw materials from the earth. Grinding reduces raw materials into fine particles, increasing surface area for color development. Purification removes impurities from the ground materials, enhancing color, purity, and stability. Chemical synthesis involves controlled reactions to create specific pigment compounds with desired properties. Pigments are the base coloring agents used in paints and colored media. Binders are substances that hold pigment particles together, forming a cohesive paint film. Vehicles are solvents, or liquids, that carry the pigment and binder, controlling the paint's viscosity and application. Paints are created by combining pigments, binders, and vehicles in specific proportions. Oil, acrylic, and egg tempera are common types of binders used in different paint formulations. Solvents and water serve as vehicles to adjust the consistency and drying time of paints. Color mixing involves combining different pigments to achieve a desired hue. Additive color mixing involves combining different colors of light. Subtractive color mixing involves combining different pigments. Additive and subtractive color mixing follow different principles. Pigment stability refers to a pigment's resistance to fading or discoloration over time. Light exposure is a primary factor affecting pigment stability. Humidity can also affect pigment stability, leading to degradation. Chemical reactions can compromise pigment stability, resulting in discoloration. Certain pigments, like lead white and cadmium yellow, exhibit toxicity and pose health hazards. Careful handling is essential to mitigate the risks associated with toxic pigments. Exposure to toxic pigments can lead to various adverse health effects. Proper ventilation and personal protective equipment are crucial for minimizing exposure. Safe disposal methods are necessary to prevent environmental contamination from toxic pigments. Pigment identification techniques are crucial for analyzing artworks and historical artifacts. Microscopy allows for the visual examination of pigment particle characteristics. Spectroscopy analyzes the interaction of light with pigments to determine their chemical composition. Chemical analysis involves dissolving pigments and identifying their components through reactions. These techniques help identify the specific pigments used in a work of art. Accurate pigment identification informs conservation and restoration efforts. Pigment layering involves applying multiple layers of paint to a surface. Glazing is a technique using thin, transparent layers of paint to modify the colors of underlying layers. Layering and glazing create depth, luminosity, and subtle color variations in artwork. These techniques allow artists to achieve complex and nuanced effects that are difficult to achieve with a single layer of paint. Pigment use in art varied across different historical periods. Technological advancements influenced the availability and types of pigments used. Trade routes facilitated the exchange of pigments between different cultures. Aesthetic preferences dictated the popularity of certain pigments within specific art movements. Pigments and dyes are fundamental for coloring textiles, fabrics, and clothing. Dyeing processes involve bonding colorants to fibers through chemical reactions. Pigments impart color by remaining as discrete particles on the fiber surface. Dyes, conversely, penetrate the fiber and become chemically integrated within its structure. Pigments are incorporated into cosmetics and personal care products to impart color and enhance visual aesthetics. The use of pigments in cosmetics is subject to safety regulations to protect consumer health. Different types of pigments offer varying color properties and stability in cosmetic formulations. Pigment particle size and distribution affect the texture and application of cosmetic products. The selection of pigments is crucial for achieving desired color effects and product performance. Pigments are incorporated into industrial coatings to provide surface protection. Industrial coatings with pigments safeguard surfaces against corrosion. Pigmented coatings protect against weathering, preventing degradation from environmental factors. Pigments in coatings enhance resistance to various environmental factors. The use of pigments in industrial coatings extends the lifespan of materials. Pigments are added to plastics and polymers to impart color. Pigments enhance the aesthetic properties of plastics and polymers. The incorporation of pigments allows for a wide range of customizable colors in plastic products. Pigments are finely ground substances that disperse throughout the plastic material. Different types of pigments can be used to achieve various effects, such as opacity, translucency, or metallic sheen. Pigments are essential components of printing inks. Printing inks containing pigments are used in offset printing processes. Flexography utilizes printing inks with pigments to transfer images onto various substrates. Digital printing also relies on pigmented inks to produce high-quality prints. Pigments are used in printing inks for offset printing, flexography, and digital printing. Pigments, in the form of color filters, are essential for producing vibrant and accurate colors in digital displays. LCD screens utilize color filters to control the intensity and hue of light emitted from each pixel. The arrangement and properties of these pigment-based filters directly impact the display's color gamut and overall image quality. Different pigment formulations are used to optimize color performance for various display technologies. The precision and stability of pigments are critical for maintaining consistent color reproduction over the lifespan of a digital display. Special pigments are incorporated into security inks to combat counterfeiting. Security inks with unique pigments help to ensure the authenticity of documents. These pigments enable security inks to be used on a variety of products. Advanced pigment technology provides multiple layers of security against fraud. The use of specialized pigments in security inks is an effective method for verifying product legitimacy. Certain pigments are approved for use as food coloring agents. Food coloring agents enhance the appearance and appeal of food products. Pigments used in food coloring must meet specific safety standards. Natural and synthetic pigments are both utilized in food coloring applications. The concentration of pigments affects the final color intensity in food products. Food coloring agents are used across a wide range of food and beverage industries. To wear a color was to carry a secret. Some pigments whispered status, others carried death. Pigments are incorporated into building materials to impart color and enhance aesthetic appeal. Common building materials that utilize pigments include concrete, bricks, and roofing tiles. The addition of pigments allows for a wide range of color options in construction and design. Pigments enhance the visual appearance of buildings and contribute to architectural design. The use of pigments in building materials provides aesthetic value. Pigments are mixed into the raw materials before the building materials are formed. Pigments are essential components in automotive paints, providing color to vehicle surfaces. Automotive paints utilize pigments to impart gloss, enhancing the aesthetic appeal of vehicles. Pigments in automotive paints offer protection to vehicle surfaces against environmental factors. The selection of pigments directly influences the durability and longevity of automotive paint finishes. Different pigment types offer varying degrees of color, richness, gloss level, and protective capabilities in automotive applications. Pigments are essential for imparting color and visual characteristics to artists' materials. Oil paints utilize pigments to create rich, blendable colors for traditional painting techniques. Acrylic paints incorporate pigments to offer fast-drying, versatile colors suitable for diverse artistic applications. Watercolors rely on finely ground pigments to produce transparent washes and delicate color gradations. Pastels use pigments bound into sticks to create soft, velvety textures and vibrant hues. Pigments are used in ceramics to create decorative patterns. Pigments enhance the aesthetic appeal of ceramic objects. Pigments are incorporated into glazes to add color and visual depth. The use of pigments allows for a wide range of artistic expression in ceramics. Pigments are incorporated into enamels to produce long-lasting, vibrant coatings on various materials. Enamels utilize pigments to impart color and enhance the visual appeal of coated surfaces. The application of pigments and enamels results in a durable and aesthetically pleasing finish. Enamel coatings with pigments provide both decorative and protective functions for the underlying material. Pigments and enamels contribute to the creation of colorful and resilient surfaces. Pigments are incorporated into molten glass to create colored glass objects. The addition of pigments allows for the creation of decorative glass panels with diverse color palettes. Different pigments yield different colors in the final glass product. The coloring process involves carefully mixing pigments into the molten glass to ensure even distribution. Pigments are integral to paper manufacturing, imparting color and enhancing the visual quality of printed media. The addition of pigments allows for the production of colored paper, expanding the range of aesthetic options. Pigments contribute to the visual appeal of printed materials by providing a range of colors and shades. The use of pigments in paper enhances the contrast and readability of text and images. Different types of pigments offer varying degrees of color intensity, light fastness, and opacity in paper products. Pigment selection is crucial for achieving specific color effects and ensuring the longevity of printed materials. Pigments are integral to leather dyeing, imparting color and enhancing its aesthetic appeal. The application of pigments significantly contributes to the final visual characteristics of leather products. Leather finishing processes utilize pigments to achieve desired aesthetic properties. Pigments enhance the aesthetic properties of leather, influencing its market value and consumer appeal. The use of pigments in leather dyeing allows for a wide range of color options and customization. Pigments are applied to leather to provide color and improve visual characteristics. Pigments are incorporated into rubber manufacturing to create colored rubber products. Colored rubber products include tires, seals, and gaskets. The addition of pigments allows for product identification and aesthetic customization. Pigments must be chemically compatible with the rubber compound to ensure material integrity. The dispersion of pigments affects the final color, uniformity, and mechanical properties of the rubber. Different types of pigments offer varying degrees of color fastness and resistance to environmental factors. Pigments are incorporated into adhesives and sealants to impart color. The addition of pigments enhances the aesthetic properties of adhesives and sealants. Pigments improve the visual appeal of adhesive applications in various industries. Color-coded adhesives and sealants aid in identification and application accuracy. Pigment selection is crucial for achieving the desired aesthetic outcome in adhesive products. The use of pigments in adhesives and sealants allows for customization and branding opportunities. Pigments are integral to providing color in various floor coverings. Carpets utilize pigments to achieve diverse aesthetic designs and color schemes. Vinyl flooring incorporates pigments to create a wide range of visual effects, from solid colors to complex patterns. Laminate flooring relies on pigments to replicate the appearance of natural materials like wood and stone. Pigments enhance the visual appeal of floor coverings, contributing to the overall aesthetic of interior spaces. The selection of appropriate pigments is critical for achieving the desired color and durability in floor coverings. Pigments are used in wallpapers to create decorative patterns. Wallpapers enhance the aesthetic appeal of interior spaces. Pigments provide a wide range of colors and visual effects in wallpaper design. The selection of pigments impacts the final look and feel of the wallpaper. Pigments are essential components in inks for writing instruments, providing color. Inks containing pigments are used in pens, markers, and other writing instruments. Pigments in ink ensure legibility in written text. The use of pigments in inks allows for a wide range of colors and shades. Pigments are incorporated into candles to impart color and improve their visual attractiveness. Different pigment types yield a range of colors, from vibrant hues to subtle pastel shades. The aesthetic appeal of candles is significantly enhanced through the strategic use of coloring pigments. Pigments must be carefully selected to ensure compatibility with the wax and fragrance oils used in candle making. Pigments are incorporated into soaps and detergents to enhance their visual appeal. Colorants provide aesthetic value, making the products more attractive to consumers. The addition of pigments does not affect the cleaning properties of soaps and detergents. Various pigments are used to achieve a wide range of colors in cleansing products. Pigments must be stable and non-reactive to maintain their color integrity in alkaline environments. The selection of pigments is crucial for product differentiation and brand recognition. Pigments are incorporated into fertilizers to impart color. Colored fertilizers aid in identification, distinguishing different nutrient compositions. Pigments in fertilizers assist in uniform distribution during application. The use of pigments in fertilizers supports efficient agricultural practices. Pigments are incorporated into animal feed to improve its color and visual attractiveness. The addition of pigments enhances the perceived quality and freshness of animal feed. Pigments in animal feed can be derived from natural or synthetic sources. Specific pigments are selected based on the target animal species and desired coloration outcomes. Pigments are incorporated into mulch to enhance its aesthetic appeal for landscaping. The addition of pigments allows mulch to provide a decorative ground cover. Colored mulch offers a visually appealing contrast against green plants and colorful flowers. Pigments used in mulch are designed to be durable and weather-resistant. The use of pigments in mulch provides a customizable solution for landscape design. Pigments are incorporated into artificial turf to impart color. The use of pigments helps artificial turf mimic the appearance of natural grass. Various shades of green pigments are blended to achieve a realistic grass-like color. Pigments are added during the manufacturing process of artificial turf fibers. The color of artificial turf is determined by the specific pigments used. UV-resistant pigments are used to prevent fading and maintain color vibrancy over time. Pigments are used in sporting goods to provide color and visual appeal. Pigments enhance the aesthetic of sporting equipment, making them more attractive to consumers. The use of pigments allows for product differentiation and brand recognition in the sporting goods market. Pigments in sporting goods contribute to both functional and decorative purposes. Pigments are incorporated into toys to impart color and enhance their aesthetic appeal. The use of pigments in toy manufacturing is subject to stringent safety regulations. These regulations aim to prevent the use of toxic or harmful substances in children's toys. Pigments must undergo rigorous testing to ensure they meet defined safety standards. Approved pigments contribute to the creation of visually stimulating and safe play experiences. The selection of appropriate pigments is crucial for both product appeal and consumer safety. Pigments are incorporated into packaging materials to impart color. Color in packaging enhances visual appeal and attracts consumer attention. Pigments contribute to branding by creating recognizable color schemes. The use of color in packaging can influence consumer perception and purchasing decisions. Pigments are incorporated into medical devices to facilitate color coding. Color coding aids in the identification of different medical device types and sizes. Pigments ensure proper usage of medical devices by providing visual cues. The use of pigments enhances the safety of medical devices, reducing the risk of errors. Specific pigments are selected for medical devices based on their biocompatibility and stability. Regulatory standards govern the use of pigments in medical devices to ensure patient safety. Pigments are incorporated into dental materials to replicate the natural shade of teeth. Dental fillings utilize pigments to achieve a seamless color match with the surrounding tooth structure. Pigments in dentures are crucial for creating a natural-looking and aesthetically pleasing prosthetic. The selection of appropriate pigments ensures the dental restoration blends harmoniously with the patient's natural dentition. Precise pigment mixing techniques are essential for achieving accurate and consistent color reproduction in dental prosthetics. Pigments are incorporated into prosthetic materials to closely match the wearer's natural skin tone. Achieving a precise skin tone match enhances the prosthetic's natural appearance. The use of pigments in prosthetics aims to provide a more realistic and aesthetically pleasing result. Color matching involves careful selection and blending of pigments to replicate the unique hues and undertones of individual skin. Advanced prosthetic coloration techniques contribute to improved patient confidence and quality of life. The integration of pigments represents a key advancement in prosthetic design and functionality. Pigments are integral components in makeup formulations, providing color to various products. Makeup products like foundation utilize pigments to match and enhance skin tones. Eyeshadows employ pigments to create a wide spectrum of colors and effects on the eyelids. Lipsticks rely on pigments to deliver color, ranging from natural hues to bold, vibrant shades. Pigments enhance facial features by providing color definition and visual depth. The selection and blending of pigments are crucial for achieving desired makeup effects. Pigments are added to nail polish formulations to impart color. Pigments enhance the aesthetic appeal of nail polish, providing a wide range of color options. The selection of pigments directly influences the final color and visual characteristics of the nail polish. Different types of pigments can create various effects, such as shimmer, glitter, or matte finishes. Pigments are integral components in hair dyes, providing color and altering hair appearance. Hair dyes utilize pigments to deposit color molecules within the hair shaft, changing its natural shade. Different pigment combinations create a wide spectrum of hair color options, from natural tones to vibrant hues. Pigment particle size and distribution significantly influence the final color intensity and longevity of hair dye. The selection of pigments is crucial for achieving desired color results and ensuring safety in hair dye formulations. Pigments are the coloring agents used in tattoos to create permanent designs on the skin. These pigments are injected into the dermis layer of the skin, ensuring the tattoo's longevity. The permanence of tattoos is due to the immune system's encapsulation of pigment particles within the dermis. Various pigment types, both organic and inorganic, offer a wide range of colors and shades for tattoo artistry. The quality and composition of pigments impact the tattoo's color, vibrancy, longevity, and safety. Regulatory standards ensure tattoo pigments meet safety requirements, minimizing risks of allergic reactions or skin irritations. Pigments are used in body paints to create temporary designs on the skin. Body paints utilize pigments to impart color to the skin without permanently altering it. The temporary nature of body paints allows for artistic expression without long-term commitment. Pigments in body paints are selected for their color, intensity, safety, and ease of removal. Various pigments, both natural and synthetic, can be used in body paints to achieve a wide range of colors and effects. Body paint designs range from simple patterns to intricate, full-body artworks. Pigments are essential for creating realistic and dramatic visual effects in special effects makeup. Special effects makeup utilizes pigments to alter skin tone, simulate injuries, and create fantastical creatures. The careful selection and blending of pigments are critical for achieving convincing and impactful special effects. Pigments in special effects makeup contribute to the overall believability and emotional impact of cinematic characters. Pigments are utilized in camouflage to achieve concealment. Camouflage enables objects to effectively blend into their surrounding environment. The strategic application of pigments aids in visual deception. Effective camouflage relies on matching the color and texture of the background. Pigments in camouflage reduce an object's visibility by disrupting its outline. Pigments are utilized in military applications for camouflage purposes. Uniforms incorporate pigments to blend with various terrains, enhancing concealment. Military vehicles employ pigments to reduce visibility and avoid detection. Equipment such as tents and backpacks also use pigments for concealment and protection. Pigments aid in identification by marking friendly forces and equipment. Specific pigment formulations are designed to reflect or absorb different wavelengths of light. Pigments are utilized in aerospace applications for coatings on aircraft and spacecraft. These coatings provide crucial protection against environmental factors and operational stresses. Pigments in aerospace coatings also contribute to thermal control by regulating heat absorption and reflection. The selection of specific pigments is critical for optimizing performance and extending the lifespan of aerospace vehicles. Pigments are incorporated into marine coatings to provide protection against corrosion. Colors outlast empires, but myths can outlast the truth. Which will you believe? Marine coatings utilize pigments to prevent fouling, which is the accumulation of marine organisms on submerged surfaces. The inclusion of pigments in marine coatings extends the lifespan and reduces maintenance costs for ships and marine structures. Different types of pigments offer varying degrees of protection against specific marine environmental factors. Pigments are incorporated into road markings to enhance visibility for drivers. The primary function of pigments in road markings is to provide clear guidance. Different pigments provide varied colors for road markings, each serving specific purposes. Road marking pigments must be durable and weather-resistant to maintain long-term visibility. Pigments are used in signage to provide color. Pigments in signage ensure legibility. Clear communication is achieved through the effective use of pigments in signage. Signage relies on pigments for both aesthetic appeal and functional clarity. The future of pigments is driven by the development of new, sustainable colorants. Technological advancements are key to creating high-performance pigments for diverse applications. Environmental concerns are a major factor in the shift towards sustainable pigment solutions. Future pigments aim to offer enhanced color performance while minimizing environmental impact. From mines and markets to laboratories and logos, the alchemy of forgotten pigments is the story of humanity itself. These colors are not lost, they live on, in art, in memory, in us. The forgotten pigments remind us that color is never just decoration. It carries power, danger, and meaning. If history hides stories like these, imagine what else is waiting to be unmasked. Subscribe.